It's time for Timothy. Yes, boys and girls, Timothy wants to do it all. And there just isn't enough time.
Hey, look at this! 14 tomatoes on one vine!
That's nothing. This vine trails across the whole yard, and it's full of yellow squash.
It says here, best results come from using Super Grow fertilizer. You ever use Super Grow, Elmer?
Never heard of it.
That's why your garden didn't look so well last year. Better get some. Gosh, look at that pumpkin. Did you ever see anything so big? What a jack-o'-lantern that would make.
That's just a picture blow-up. Who cares? Who could grow a pumpkin that big?
I wonder if my mother used something like that. Remember how large her pansies were?
Yeah, she got a prize or something, didn't she?
That's right. I think I'll ask her for a little bit of garden and grow.
I got first dibs on the pumpkins.
I'm not interested in your old pumpkin. I'm going to grow sunflowers.
Sunflowers, just like a girl.
Yeah, good for nothing sunflowers.
That's not true. They're awfully pretty, and besides, the birds love sunflower seeds. I'll have my whole winter supply. Look, see how tall it is? I'll use Super Grow and grow one even taller, the tallest they've ever had.
Some race, the tallest sunflower against the biggest pumpkin. I'll borrow Mom's ruler to measure the largest. Tim, still think that you can beat PJ with her tall sunflower?
Sure, with Super Grow, the biggest pumpkin. And besides, listen to this. Earn money, kids. Sell your vegetables to friends and neighbors. Buy Super Grow and follow easy instructions. Be the envy of the neighborhood with more, bigger, better vegetables and chalk up money in the bank. That's for me. I'm going to ask Grandma Elsie for a garden plot, and I'll be rich and have the biggest pumpkin ever for my jack-o'-lantern.
And I'll see if I can grow the sunflowers.
And I'll watch you both work.
What are you children up to?
We're looking at your seed catalog.
Did you read this, Grandma? Can I have a garden, Grandma? Oh, please, Grandma, please.
Well, now, what do you want to grow, Timothy?
Oh, ever so much. Lettuce, corn, potatoes, peas, beans, carrots, and pumpkins. The biggest ever for jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh, hold on a minute, Timothy. You'll need the whole yard to grow all that. You better just pick one or two things.
Oh, but Grandma, with Super Grow, it says I can sell my vegetables.
It reads easy, Timothy, but a garden means downright hard work. You have to dig up the soil, then rake it, getting all the lumps and the rocks out. Then you fertilize it and seed it. You water it and weed it. It's a full summer's job.
Oh, sure, but I've seen you in the garden before. But with Super Grow, that'll make a big difference. Besides, I'll have all summer, and I like to be outside.
Oh, there'll be times when you have to work on your garden when you'd rather be doing something else. School isn't over yet, and once you set seeds in, you can't put off helping them.
I'll do it, Grandma. Don't worry. I want to work in my garden, sell my vegetables, and look at the money I'll get. And just you wait until you see the biggest pumpkin you can imagine. I'll take time out for it, really.
Oh, very well, Timothy. I think this plot over here will do nicely. I'll just mark it off, and you can begin to dig it up right away. It should be ready for your seeds when they come in the mail. You'll find a shovel there in the shed.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks a lot. I'm all ready to start, and we'll get the shovel right away. Boy, are my arms sore. I started digging up my garden yesterday. I didn't get very much done. It sure is hard work.
You have a garden all by yourself? You're going to do all that work by yourself? I just help my mom and I get sore. It's awful hard work.
Well, nobody is going to help me, and I'm going to grow the biggest pumpkin you ever saw. And peas and carrots and beans you can buy from me if your garden turns out the way it did last year, Elmer.
That's not fair. Mom got sick last year and couldn't do anything in the garden. You won't be able to do anything else all summer. You thought of that, Tim?
Supergrow says you don't have to work that hard. You'll see. Say, what are you doing? What's the matter with you? Got flat feet or something? Learning to dance, Elmer?
No, I'm just practicing. I signed up for track. There's going to be a special field day coming up, and I want to run in a race. I've got to improve my breathing.
What race?
You sure haven't been listening. We're playing that other school on the opposite side of town.
Oh, yeah.
Our class wants to beat their class in a race. Say, you can run fast, especially when you're scared. Why don't you come out for track? Hey, we can use one or two more. We practice after school. It's fun, and the coach is a great guy.
Hey, that sounds like a fun idea. How do you join the track team?
Oh, just tell Miss Patience that you want to go out for track. She'll let you. Come on, I'll race you to school.
Miss Patience, I'd like to sign up for the class track team. Elmer says they need more runners.
It's rather late for that, Timothy. But I know they do want more runners, and you can run. I wonder, though, if you should really begin this. They practice every afternoon after school is out. You said you had a wonderful idea for a history project. Just how are you coming with that? Are you pretty well along? I'd like to hear more about your idea.
I got the idea from Sunday school. One Sunday, the teacher showed slides from an
Archaeological?
Yeah, that's it. Though they also called it a dig. That's easier. Well, anyway, it was a mound that looked just like an enormous pile of sand. But when they dug into it, they found 8 cities, one on top of the other, all buried by sand. There was a layer of sand between each city, and we saw pictures of what each city used for tools and dishes, and each one was different. The bottom city was the oldest, and boy, was it old. I thought I'd make a model of that.
Well, that's a wonderful idea, and that's something that's not been done before. It will be helpful in our study of ancient history. How far have you gotten? It's going to be quite a project.
Well, I've decided to do it with plaster of Paris, and I've got all the plans drawn, so it shouldn't take long once I really get at it.
I see. You haven't started work on it yet? Then I wonder if you should try to be on the track team, too.
Oh, sure, Miss Patience. There's still time. I work fast. I can do both. I'd like to be on the track team. I've never done that before.
Very well, Timothy. You've always done your work so well, so I'll sign you up for track. But don't let it interfere with your history project.
All right. Oh, thanks, Miss Patience. Don't worry now. We'll win the race for our class.
Come on, Tim.
I'm coming, Elmer. Wait for me. Oh, I'm on the track team.
Timothy? Timothy! Now, where do you suppose he is? I thought he'd be working in the garden, but I don't see him around anywhere. Oh, Tim!
Hi, Grandma. Did you call me?
Did I call you? I made myself hoarse calling you. Where have you been? I thought you'd be in the garden.
I was on my way over there. I've been doing some exercises to help me with my running. Is something the matter?
No, I just wanted to give you this letter and package that just came for you.
For me? Who'd write me? Or send me a package? Why, they're from the seed order place. I hope nothing's wrong with my order. It's a thank you for my seed order, and they're sending me a present because it says, I'm such an ambitious boy. What do you suppose they sent me?
Careful, Timothy. You might break something.
Here, help me gather these things up. I'll look at this instruction sheet. Why, it's a model airplane that will fly when it's put together. Isn't that great? Look at all those parts.
Wait, Timothy. We'd better pick up these pieces and put them back in the box until we know what to do with them.
Oh, look for Part A, Grandma. That has to be joined to Part B. Oh, here's Part A and Part D. Oh, but where's Part B? And now this part is all twisted in the string, and I can't even see what this letter is. Oh, this is a mess. I'll never be able to do it. And it was such a neat airplane. Oh, I've just got to get help. Oh, I know. Chandler will help me. He's good at making things. Let's stuff it all back in the box, Grandma, and I'll go over and see Chandler.
Oh, well, I'm glad you believe Chandler has time to help you. But there's really no hurry about that. And there is hurry if we're going to put your garden out for seeding. The letter says that they've already sent the seeds, and you haven't even finished the spading yet. I thought you'd be out digging this afternoon.
I know, I meant to, but we had an extra practice, and the coach wants us to try some new exercises. I was practicing these when I heard you call. Oh, I'll be right back after I see Chandler. It won't take but a minute, Grandma, I promise. I'll be right back.
Well, I hope so. I bought a new and better rake for you. It won't take too long now, Timothy, once you start it. And with your seeds coming, it's time you get on it.
Oh, I will, Grandma. I'll start right away. Boy, does this look keen. I'll just run and see if Chandler will help me. It won't take but just a minute. That old rake will wait for me. Besides, I'm tired, and the coach says it does not do to get overtired when we exercise. We get into shape gradually. I guess I'm not in shape at all yet. Hey, Chandler, wait for me. I want to show you something.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's all the excitement, Timothy?
Look at this neat airplane I got for buying seeds. It flies. But there's so many pieces, I know I'll never be able to put them together myself. Could you help me, please?
Now, wait a minute, Timothy. Not so fast. You'll break the pieces. Let me see them. And the instruction sheet. It looks like a mighty good airplane, Tim. It'll take time to make it properly. Let's see, we'll need glue. Yes, it's in there. And I'll have to get my modeling knife. But, sure, I'll be glad to help you. We can fly it all over the schoolyard. We could start right now. I haven't got anything like this in years. Oh, it'll be fun.
You'll help? Oh, that's just great, Chandler. But I can't do it now. I've got to go back and rake my garden. Grandma's getting a bit put out with me because I'm so slow getting my garden ready. And the seeds are already on the way. I'm going to grow the biggest pumpkin in town, Chandler. It'll make a jack-o'-lantern big enough even to scare you.
That's going to be some pumpkin, Timothy. Well, you go ahead. Don't let Grandma down. How about tomorrow after school?
Oh, gee, Chandler, I sure wish I could, but I've just got to work on my history project, and we're having extra practices because the race is getting closer.
You're a mighty busy boy.
Oh, yeah.
Did you leave any time to eat and sleep?
Oh, there you are, Tim. I've been looking everywhere for you. The coach has called an extra practice. Come on, we're late now.
But I've got to work in my garden. Grandma will be mad if I don't. I didn't know there was practice today.
Grandma doesn't get mad. You know that. Besides, you can get in the garden after the practice.
Yeah, sure I can. Practices aren't too long. Boy, if only this stuff didn't dry so fast. Everybody said it would be quicker than anything else, but they didn't say it was so instantaneous. I can't get the tools in the second layer. Oh, I've got 6 more layers to do. And I've run out of sand. And I've only got a few more days. Oh, what did I get myself into?
Timothy, what in the world are you into?
Oh, it's only plaster of Paris, Grandma, for my school project.
I surely hope it washes off. I've been looking for you. I thought you'd be out in the garden. Your seeds have come, and I hoped we could plant them today. But your garden isn't ready. It shouldn't take us too long, and I have time today to show you how to mark off the rows for the seeds.
Oh, I sure wish I could, but I've just got to work on this.
Whatever is it?
It's a model of a dig. It's a model of a dig. A place where they dug up things that happened long ago. See, at the bottom is a town that everybody left and sand blew over it and buried it. And then other people built right on top of it. And the same thing happened. We saw a picture at Sunday school of 8 towns buried like that, one on top of the other. They call it an archaeological dig.
Well, now that's mighty interesting. But what are all these little things for? They look like children's toys.
They're tools. Each layer has a different kind of tool to show how different people lived in each town. I have to make them, but I'm in trouble. I need a special book to show me what they should look like. And when I went to the library, somebody else had the book. It wasn't anybody in our class, so I don't know when it will come back. And I need it before I can do anything else. Oh, why did I wait so long?
Hello, Grandma. Hi, Tim. Did you forget practice again? Today is the day the coach is picking the team. You've got to come, Tim.
The garden will have to wait, Grandma. I'm sorry, but I'll come right back after practice. Oh, I promise.
I'm sure you all remember that Friday is the day you are to hand in your history projects. I've heard about some very good ones, and I know we're all looking forward to seeing each other's work.
On Friday, Miss Patience? Oh, it can't be done by then.
What do you mean, Timothy? You've had the same time as the other students, and there are still 2 more days in which you can work.
But I have to see Chandler. I've already broken my promises to him. Oh, and Grandma says I have to get to work. Oh, and practice, and oh, what's the use?
I sure wish that Timothy would show up.
Hi, Chandler. Seen Timothy?
No, I haven't, but I'd sure like to. I'm waiting for him. Why, he should have been here 15 minutes ago.
What's up?
Well, he won this airplane model with his order for his garden seeds. He said he'd like my help, and all we've done is put A and B together. Well, he didn't come yesterday, and now I don't have that much time to wait for him today. We should have known. I sort of had to squeeze in the time to help him in between my work.
Boy, Timothy's got both you and the track coach upset. He's supposed to be at track. You know he's a good runner, but he just doesn't show up for practice. The coach sent me out to look for him. I wonder where he is.
Hi, either of you seen Timothy?
No, we're both looking for him.
He's not in his garden. I wanted to see how he's coming along. I've put my sunflower seeds in already.
Well, I can't wait any longer. I have to get to work.
I'll just have to tell the coach that Timothy's done another vanishing act.
His pumpkin isn't going to grow in air. Maybe he's forgotten that.
Hey, Timothy, where have you been? I waited for you again yesterday, and you didn't come. You been sick or something?
Oh, it's something, all right, Chandler. I'm sorry, but I've had to practice for the team. Grandma's been at me about the garden, and the school project had to be in.
I see, Timothy. But you've got to learn to keep appointments. I waited for you when I should have been home doing my garden. I expected you, and now I don't know if I'll have any time to help you with your airplane. Why, you've put it off so long, I have other work to do now. If you can't keep an appointment, next time, Timothy, let me know beforehand.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chandler. I really am. But don't give up on helping me. I'll keep our next appointment. I promise I will.
I'll expect you, Timothy. But now I can't tell when that will be. Well, if you want your airplane back, just let me know.
Phew, Timothy, I'm glad to see you. Will you help me with these bags? Well, Timothy, what has happened? You look as if you lost your last friend. Here, put the bags down on the picnic table and sit down here beside me. Now, tell me what it's all about. You know, I haven't seen you for a while. All right, now then, Timothy, what's happened?
Oh, Grandma, it's such a mess. Everything is wrong. I turned in my history project and almost failed. Miss Patience said she was very disappointed in my work. It's not like my work as usually is. It was all sloppy, and only because the idea was so good kept me from failing altogether. She said she expected something better from me.
Oh, that isn't very good, is it, Timothy?
Oh, and then the coach picked the track team. I might have made it, but...
But what?
The coach said I missed too many practices. And
I
Chandler is mad at me because I missed all our appointments. I don't know if he'll help me ever again. And I bet you're mad at me, too, because I haven't done my work in the garden. Oh, it's just terrible. I feel so awful. Everybody is against me.
Now, I'm not mad at you, Timothy. Disappointed, yes, but not mad. And neither are the other people. We're sorry you've had all those disappointments.
But what could I do? Everybody's put me down.
Supposing you stop complaining a minute and thinking everyone is against you, and just see if you can't discover all this has happened. Now, just think.
Timothy, you've had the same time as the other students.
Where have you been? I waited for you. If you can't keep an appointment...
Hurry, hurry. The coach is picking the team.
It's a full summer's job.
I'm disappointed in you, Tim.
It's just not like you, Tim.
You have to show up, Tim.
Well, I didn't do well with my history project because I didn't have the time, and I was too late to get the book I needed. I guess my work was sort of sloppy.
You're doing just fine now. Keep on.
Oh, and I missed track because I had too many other things to do that kept me from practicing. Is that it, Grandma? I was trying to do too many things?
That is exactly it, Timothy. You're a smart boy to figure that out. Some call it not setting priorities.
What does not setting priorities mean?
Well, I think you can say it means not knowing what is the most important thing you have to do. When you choose a priority, that means you have decided what means the most to you. Then you choose the next most important thing, and so on. But you never let the second and third priorities interfere with the first priority. That's the most important thing to be done. Now, thinking back now, Timothy, what would you say should have been your first priority?
Well, I guess it would have been my history project. School is really important.
And what got in the way of it?
Trying to make a garden, trying to be on the track team, and trying to make an airplane. I sure did want to do a lot of things, didn't I?
Yes, you did. And there is nothing wrong with that, provided you keep in mind what the most important thing is and be willing to let the others wait for a while or so.
Oh, but it's all too late now. School's over. And the track's over, too, and Chandler is still mad at me.
Oh, come on now, Timothy. Everything isn't lost. School will start again, and then you can show Miss Patience your best work. And if you remember priorities, you'll be able to decide if you should go out for the track team. And I believe if you apologize to Chandler, I have a feeling that he'll help you. Just remember that he has to fit his priorities in with your priorities. So if you have to wait a while, don't be so discouraged.
Oh, and then that leaves the garden. And now it's too late to plant seeds. Oh, I sure messed that up.
Well, not altogether. It's too late for some seeds, like peas. But if you get right to work, there's still time to plant other things. Pumpkin seeds, for instance.
Pumpkin seeds? You mean I can still grow the biggest and best pumpkin? Have the greatest jack-o'-lantern ever?
Uh-huh. And don't forget the super grow.
Oh, garden, here I come. You're my summer priority. And this fall, I'll have the most immense, biggest jack-o'-lantern anyone has ever seen.